Hey yo, peace. What's up, y'all? This your big homie, Big Mike, checking in. Real Talk TV, man. How you guys doing, man? Hope you guys are doing well. Hope your day is going well. Hope you and your families are doing well. Thanks for tuning into the video. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, man. And yeah, I am happy to announce that I just reached 1,500 subs. For every 500 subs I get, I announce a giveaway. And I just reached 1,500. And I just had like 1,266 like 2 days ago, and I reached 1,500 already, which means you guys have been subscribing, you guys have been rocking with my content, and I appreciate you guys, man. I can't do this without y'all. I can't. Like, you guys are the reason why I continue even doing these videos. Like, all I do is just share my life story with you guys, the hard parts that was once hard for me to talk about, but now I'm in a place where I'm comfortable talking about it, and I share that with you guys, and you guys have been rocking with it. I appreciate y'all, man. Like, this is y'all's success, not mine. I don't give myself any credit for this stuff. I just give all praises to God, and I thank y'all for y'all support. So thank y'all. And if you are new to the channel, I hope you feel inclined to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button at the bottom right corner, the bell icon to be aware when I drop another video. Hit the like button, support the video, and hit me up in the comments, man. Let me know what you guys think about the video, okay? But I'm going to talk to you guys, as I've talked in my last two out of my last three videos about narcissist. I'm going to speak on the scapegoat and the golden child in that particular dynamic of dealing with a narcissist. Like, I can explain this perfectly because I was in this exact situation where we had a narcissist stepfather. Well, my sister, actually, we share one common parent, which was my mother, but we had different fathers, right? Her biological father was my stepfather, and he's a narcissist. He's a narcissist. And being that me and my sister grew up together, we would go to his house on the weekends and summer vacations from school, because outside of him, I stayed with my aunt, right? And like I said, we would go there on the weekends and summertime, stuff like that. And I was the scapegoat in that side of the family. My sister was the golden child. He's a narcissist, right? So I'm going to talk about that. When I got older, I understood it a lot better. I used to just simply think that when I was young, oh, he treats her better than me because she's his biological child and I'm not. So, you know, maybe that's why he does the things he does. But in actuality, he was grooming her as the golden child, and even at times he would put her up against me based on the mistakes I made in my life and things I may have done that was not cool. I'm not gonna lie, like I told y'all, I was a knucklehead growing up, man. I did a lot of stupid stuff, and I can attest, well, I can simply state that a lot of the things I did as a younger child and a younger man was due to me dealing with a lot of things internally, man. I was hurting inside, you know what I'm saying? Didn't have my mother, like I told y'all before. I was dealing with a lot of stuff, man. I just wasn't all well put together up here because I dealt with so many internal issues. And so every mistake I made, every stupid thing I've done, it's like he magnified that. He put a magnifying glass on all of my mistakes while praising her. Even if we made the same mistakes, he would channel his negative energy towards me while letting her off the hook easy. And I used to always think, like, why is he always doing that, man? Like, it was a night and day, it was an obvious night and day comparison when you talk about how he treated us both. But he was grooming her, you know, as a golden child. She got straight A's in school. She was always the one that kind of played by the rules, did everything the right way. I wasn't. Once I got to like 8th grade, man, I started going left. You know, I started hanging out with, you know, some of the not so positive friends and running the streets because I was lost. I was lost. I was angry, and I just didn't want to follow rules. You know, I didn't want to follow rules and did a lot of things that I'm not proud of. But, you know, he set the family against me because of my mistakes. And when I look back on it now, it's like, man, this family had so many issues. They got so many secrets. And I was like I said, the scapegoat. They focused so much on me that I was able to take their attention off themselves. You know, And he, like I said, even put my sister against me on a lot of occasions, having her think she was better than me, to where it got to the point like God is something else. I'm gonna tell y'all, God is something else. God has the ability to humble these people by taking the person that they least expected to make it and show them what he's capable of doing if that person puts their trust in him, which I did. You know, I prayed a lot throughout the years about things I didn't understand. You know, I confessed a lot of my wrongdoings to God, and I humbled myself. And he took me and elevated me to a level I never thought I would make it to, and even they didn't think I would make it to that level. And once I was able to escape that situation, it's like the look on their faces, man, to go back home and just see they all are silenced. They can't say nothing to me right now. All they can talk about is things I did when I was young, but now they can't say nothing. And unfortunate as this is, my sister, who was the golden child, who did all things the right way, you know, she unfortunately kind of made a lot of wrong decisions later in life. And now, from what I was told from her some years ago, she's become the scapegoat now. And that's the thing, when it comes to scapegoats, say you're the one that makes it out of that situation, they got to pass that on to somebody. That's your family's way of ignoring and overlooking the issues that's deep down rooted in that family. You know, it's so easy to look at everybody else and say what they are not doing right or point at their flaws, their mistakes, but it's so hard to look at yourself and confess that there is something wrong with you. And or the family looking at themselves and saying, we are not right as a family, we need to fix ourselves. It's so easy to place all that blame on the scapegoat. That's easy to do. But that's what my family did. They talked about me, you know, to no end because of things I was doing at the time, to where when I got out of that situation, I was able to improve myself. Then going back home and seeing the look on their faces, it was priceless, man. I'm not gonna lie. I was happy about it deep down inside. I'm not even gonna say and hold you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I got a story about that. So a quick story, right? So I first joined the military to make a better life for myself, get away from home, all these reasons, right? And when I went home for the first time, because some of them didn't even think I'd make it through boot camp. They just thought that I was just that much of a fuck up that I was even going to make it through boot camp. They was like, oh, he'll be back soon, blah, blah, blah. But God had other plans for me. He showed them. And I made it. I came back, a better version of myself. These people barely even spoke to me. They barely even spoke to me. It's like they was trying to ignore me as if I wasn't even there. But I knew what was going on. I knew exactly what was going on. I had a couple of members of my family who showed me a lot of attention. They were really proud. But the rest of them was just like, they knew that they were made to be a fool by ever doubting me, by ever saying things they said about me. And it felt good, not gonna lie. It felt good to go back and see the look on their faces when they saw how much I've changed. They saw how much that, you know, God has been blessed in my life. And I'm telling y'all, man, if y'all ever experienced that, let me know in the comments. I want to hear y'all's story too. I ain't the only story out there. I want to hear y'all's story about y'all's ordeal with y'all family. When it comes to, again, when it comes to being a scapegoat, it's you are the focus. Because like I said, it's so easy for the family to overlook their problems when they can just focus on you. But that energy has to be passed on. If you're no longer the scapegoat, it's going to go somewhere else to someone else. It's going to happen. And my sister experienced the same thing. But that just goes to show you how much God can do when you just keep your faith, you stay silent. I stayed silent over the years. Now, I did a lot of things I shouldn't have done, and I suffered in silence. But at the same time, I never lost faith that I was going to one day get out of that situation. I never lost faith. And I advise you guys to just keep the faith, man. Keep faith in God. Keep faith in yourself. And do not forget that the reason they're doing this stuff is because they are trying to overlook their own faults, their own flaws. It's not just that it's you. They got problems within themselves internally that they're dealing with. But as I said already, it's so much easier to point the finger at someone else than it is to point it at yourself. That's so easy to do. Look at somebody else and saying, oh, you're this, you're that, you're messed up, you need to do this, that, third. or I hate you. It's so easy for them to project that energy onto them, but they're dealing with something internally. And so you got to understand that. If it's a situation that you can get out, just get out. And as you guys can attest to this, who this has happened to, you can validate what I'm saying. It feels so good if you ever go back home. You see the looks on their faces when they didn't think you would make it. I mean, that just shows you what God can do, man. You know, that just shows you what God can do. It's such a good feeling. I try to stay humble about it, but I'm not gonna lie. I got a little proud. I ain't front, y'all. I got proud. You know, I'm bragging on God, not myself. But yeah, man. You know, the golden child oftentimes will turn on you in that event too, if you become more successful than them. Because believe it or not, a lot of siblings, they compete with each other for your parents' affection. You know, between you two, who can do the better of the two with grades in school or whatever the case. You know, siblings compete too. And when I look back on it, I can see how much of that spirit was passed on to my sister from this narcissist of her father. She was passed a lot of that, those traits of being a narcissist as well, because when I got older and I started doing better than her, then all of a sudden she couldn't take it no more. She could not accept the fact that her younger brother, who was behind in terms of, you know, school, because I always hated school. I'm not gonna lie, I hated school with a passion. I never liked school. I just used to feel like it was a waste of time with a lot of these courses that you take nowadays. Once I learned like basic education, like how to do math and how to speak and how to spell, how to write, how to read, I figured, what am I there for? This is just a waste of time. So I always hated school. And because of that, I'm not gonna lie, I used to just slack off a lot of times. I just hated being there. But because she took it more seriously than I did, I guess she always felt like she was gonna do better than me. But when I ended up doing better than her, then I went back home. The jealousy that she started showing me was just proof positive that everything that they was feeding her over the years, she really started to believe that she was actually better than me. But as I said already, God had other plans. It ain't up to me. All I did was keep the faith and just kept working hard. But yeah, man, that's crazy how that happens in families. And a lot of families got these issues. You know, they keep secrets. And you as the you as the scapegoat, you're seeing it, you're privy to the stuff, you see it. It's all so clear to you. And they hate you for that reason. They know that you see these things. They know that you have the keys to they know that you have the keys to expose the family. So they project all the energy onto you to keep you silent, man. It's all a ploy. They do this to keep you silent. That's why the narcissist, he or she goes out of their way to intimidate you over and over and over again, to belittle you and berate you, to call you stupid, call you this, call you that, to make you have less confidence in yourself. When you don't have confidence in yourself, you're not going to have confidence to speak out against somebody else. Simple as that. So that's why they do these things. And in years of that abuse and treatment, you're going to be lost. You're going to be angry. You're going to be confused about life. And yeah, it's just unhealthy. It's just unhealthy. And thank God I was able to escape that. And it took me years to get over that, to get to this place I'm at right now. And I'll never go back to that. I will never go back to that. I'd rather be dead than to go back to that situation right there. Ain't happening. Not happening. But for those of y'all who can relate to it, I pray for y'all's peace of mind, your peace of spirit, and for your freedom, man. Get out of there. I don't care how you got to do it. I don't care how you got to do it. Get out of there, whether through college, the military, a job in a different state. If you're a woman, you might get married to a guy who's successful. Whatever. Just do something to get the hell up out of there. Even if you got to take a Greyhound bus, travel across country or something, move, man. That's only going to do more damage to you down the road. I'm telling you. And it takes years to get over that, if you ever get over that at all. Some people grow old and never get over that. You know what I'm saying? Because words scar you for life. It can scar you for life. I'd rather take a physical beating than for somebody to say something to me that hurts me deep down internally, spiritually. That takes years to get over that, if you ever do. So I pray for y'all freedom, man. I pray that, if you're dealing with that you come to a place of freedom and break and just set yourself free, you know, because nobody deserves to live like that. But if you guys got any questions, comments, concerns that you want to hit me up in the comments with, that's fine. I'd appreciate it. I look forward to it. Or you can hit me up on one of my social media links. It's down below. Don't forget to show your support by liking the video and subscribing if you haven't subscribed already. All right. And if you guys want me to go more in depth about this topic, I'll be more than happy to. Just let me know, you know. And yeah, till next time, I'm out. Y'all be blessed. I love y'all. Big Mike checking out. Peace.